Wow, so Spider-Man Far From Home is an amazing movie, especially one for the summer. Mostly all summer was like a dummy downer. Well, like you can count Endgame being a summer movie, but it didn't really kick off summer because since they stepped back into April. But yeah, this one is the best summer experience, and also the best Spider-Man movie. And I don't know if I'm gonna talk about these movies that weren't that great of a summer blockbuster. Pikachu was actually pretty great, but rest of summer was, like fine. Also, I saw Toy Story, uh, not before, but after Spider-Man. Yeah, one of the great Spider-Man movies ever, and it's like the best cinematic experience for the summer. This is a summer blockbuster movie, especially if you see it in IMAX. Yes, this is my third Marvel movie in IMAX. Wow. Quite the expensive trip. Captain Marvel, Endgame, now this. What next? Star Wars? Probably yes, it will be. Hopefully. Yeah. Also, this is a movie where I go like in the IMAX theater, like this is loud. For Captain Marvel and Endgame weren't that loud to me. There was a spot where like all the stereo stuff is happening and like all the illusions. That's when I noticed like this is loud, and especially when I saw Toy Story. Like they put Toy Story in the Toy Story showing next to this showing, like, the room after the IMAX room, and I can hear like the Spider-Man movie going. I also just saving up for like Spider-Man for the IMAX. That's why I didn't go to Toy Story first. I waited for that. I waited for Spider-Man first, and then Toy Story. Hear the Spider-Man showing when I was watching my Toy Story showing. It was like boom loud. So the movie opened up with Nick Fury and Mario going to Mexico or somewhere like down the Spanish quarters, whatever. And then they get attacked by a sand monster, and Mysterio pops up and then fights off the monster, and then we get then we get a title card, and the title card was a tribute. What was it? Everlasting, whatever that song was, whatever that song was, and then we get a tribute to the fallen Avengers, which is poorly edited, or yeah, because it was made by kids. And they call the snap the blurp or the blip, something like that. I would just think people would call it the snap, but they just name it the blurp. Well, it's kind of funny how they just treat everyone like how they were before they were snap, like 16. Well, Peter's really 21 in this world, but he's not 21. He's in a 16-year-old body. It was also kind of funny how people thought that this was going to be a prequel to Infinity War, like before like the final trailer, how it just shows a bunch of dead Stark. I also like that Peter's main goal of the movie is to hook up with MJ, and also grieving over Stark.
Gonna cry?
I also like that Aunt May is a bit of a mom now, or more motherly. How from more from last movie, she like this cool kind of mom. Like I also like that she knows Peter is Spider-Man as well. Like not like the last ones. Like a cool mom. It's like cool with her kids that she like know that knows that he's Spider-Man. Also, Peter is developing his spider senses, or he's still calling it Spider Tingle now for this movie, but eventually he'll call it Spider Senses. For now, it's called Spider Tingle or Peter Tingle. How Meg just says it.
Hungry? I thought that you could sense that with your Peter Tingle.
Do not start calling it my Peter Tingle.
I also like that this movie is carrying over from the last movie. That it's a superhero movie / high school movie. So the high school part of the movie is like more comedy relief part to like ease the audience down a little bit. Like the teachers are very goofy, his friends are very goofy. Like Ned is having a relationship with a girl, and that's played off for laughs. But mainly we're here for the superhero stuff. Well, it weaves well together, like just like the last one, but this one's like a bit extra. And Peter's also like struggling to be a teenager as well, but he has to do the hero stuff. I also like that May is also very supportive of the superhero stuff and reminds him to bring the suit along to their field trip. So like going back to the high school part, like that's like the main pickup stuff first. So Peter's also like trying to hook up with MJ. There's also this dude that's also trying to hook up with MJ. I was also thinking like, why is he trying to hook up with MJ? Like, because he looks like the popular type way, and he would go for like a blonde, whatever. Like, I would picture him going with like a Valley girl, but like, so then I realized that like this is a smart school when everyone's smart, so I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm dumb. Yeah, everyone's smart, and like, so you're into with smart people around, so you'd rather go with smart people than dumb people. And there's probably no dumb people in that school anyway. It's a weird school to like how like everyone's intelligent, but also they don't wear uniforms. Like usually schools like that wear uniforms. I guess they didn't want to do that. They could have made the jersey they wear, no, not a jersey, the polo or whatever jacket they wore from last movie, their uniform, but I guess they didn't. I guess the reason why, because like they want to wear Peter to wear a sweater, because I know he wears sweaters from like the original 1960 comics. I guess they want to do something like that. So I'm actually very fond of uniforms, to be exact. I'm disappointed by the last movie and this movie that they didn't have uniforms. So yeah, there's like shenanigans about like him trying to hook up with MJ and failing at it, and also in that shenanigans, Ned ended up hooking up with the Betty girl, or Betty or whatever her name is, I forgot. I also have minor IMAX complaints because when they're showing Venice and then like the aspect ratio, and when they're showing Venice and it shows like Peter like being sad about like not being with MJ, it just has the wide IMAX aspect ratio. Like, why is this happening? Is it because I remember like learning about IMAX and how things are supposed to be like, closest and claustrophobic scenes has supposed to have the black bars above and below, but like in the IMAX it's like supposed to be like for more exciting shots or more expressive shots. See the wide scope, but you're just aiming at Peter and his classmates, and then there's this giant wide shot of the IMAX of like them in a boat. I'm like, why? Why you do that? Minor complaints on that part for the IMAX experience. I don't know if everyone, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyways, when we see the spider sense kicks in, or spider tingle, I was also imagining like the 90s cartoon, how like it does like that flash, like when it happens, but it didn't. I wanted to do something like that, or have his like mask pop up and glow, whatever, on his face. How I think that was in Spectacular Spider-Man, how that happened when he was off in his normal clothes. But they didn't do anything creative like that. Like, why? At least have like in the Into the Spider-Verse, how they had like the spider sense tinkling right there. They should have done something like that. Why not? Come on, do some creative. You're Marvel Studios. You do it. Is it Sony's idea? But Sony's idea. Screw them. I have a Canon camera instead of Sony camera. I used to have a camera, but I don't use it anymore because they suck. So this water monster attacks them, or did I say the water monster? No, whatever. So this water monster attacks them, attacks the town of Venice. Peter fights it off while wearing a goofy mask over his face, and Mysterio pops up, or Quentin Beck, and destroys the monster. So that night, when like on a news report, like mysterious superhero saved the day, and like all the Peter's classmates are like glossing over him, except for Flash. Flash is like, Spider-Man's better than this guy, and he also makes fun of Peter.
Sup, dickwad?
He doesn't know that he's Spider-Man. If you be nice to Peter, he would probably show you it. He would probably show you that he's Spider-Man, whatever, since he just reveals it more often, or more closest to him. If you were a better friend or a better classmate, then he'd probably tell you, because since like you're a big old fanboy like everyone else. So also later that night, Nick Fury shows up and like recruits him to do a mission, and also gives him Stark's glasses. Now these glasses allow Peter to control a lot of Stark tech. With these glasses, he's given to be like the next Stark in a way. And these glasses allow him to control a lot of Stark tech, mostly drones, and he's like the Stark inheritor of everything that is related to Stark. Takes him to a secret base with S.H.I.E.L.D. And gets to meet Quentin Beck / Mysterio. Yeah, so Quentin Beck is from another Earth, and he says that this Earth is 616, which, if you know your like dimensions, different dimensions. Like, this world is supposed to be like 19 million, and this one in the comics is supposed to be the 616 universe, and it's very confusing why on that. Whatever. It's all weird shit to me. It doesn't really matter. Everything he told was a lie anyway. Spoiler alert. So Nick Fury wants Peter and Quentin to like stop these elementals together, and there's this fire one that's supposed to be very strong. It destroyed Quentin's Earth, but Peter doesn't want to. If he shows up like looking like Spider-Man in Europe, and he's not there, then people will know he's Spider-Man because of what happened in Washington. When they went to the Washington Monument, Peter wasn't there, but Spider-Man showed up. So he tells Fury no, and you never tell Fury no, especially a fake one. Oh yeah, if you especially didn't see Captain Marvel and know about the Skrulls being good, what's wrong with you, you freaking damn Whoa. I don't... Yeah. Let's not go there. Sorry about that. Yeah, but you should probably know some things about Captain Marvel and how the Skrulls were good. At this point, he's Nick Fury. At least we thought he is. So because Nick Fury is head of S.H.I.E.L.D., he can make arrangements for Peter's class to go to directions where he wants Peter to go. They're not going to Prague, they're going to Austria now. Oh, I adjusted my microphone to look that way. I don't know if it sounds better or not, but I don't know, I always leave it right here. I don't want to, like, maybe I should, but I just don't want to. I like it, I actually like it right here. Or maybe I should get like a stand or something. It looks better. It looks nice like right here for me. But anyways, they end up going to Austria, and then one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents says to Peter to go to this cabin or the bathroom area or whatever. And then another S.H.I.E.L.D. agent gives him another spider suit, a black one. It looks like the noir suit that Nicolas Cage was in Spider-Verse. There's also, like, more shenanigans with that one dude. I forgot his name. I don't really care about it. It's not... I don't really care. He, like, sees Peter with the other S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, like also, like, a girl agent. It's also a woman agent, like, she's older. Like, ugh. This guy's also, like, trying to, like, make Peter look bad in the light of MJ. Which, not gonna work, probably. Because she's smarter. She looks like she's smarter than you. And she knows, like, Peter probably wouldn't do any of that kind of stuff. This version of MJ, or Michelle Jones, not Mary Jane Watson, is very smart. Zendaya, she's really good in this movie. Like, she really is good. Like, she's better in these Marvel movies than, like, the TV shows for Disney Channel, or the movies for Disney Channel. Like, she's really good. Like, I like it. I really, like, do something like this more. Go for more better roles instead of like this silly spy girl, whatever she is, and that. Well, I was gonna say Agent Coney Banks, but it's not. It's Casey Undercover, or whatever it is. She should like try more better roles, something like this. She's like really good, and I hate those Disney Channel shows that she's in. I think they're all dumb. I mean, because I'm the direct audience for that, but like she's really good. Like, when she has, like, actual better roles to go for. Good job, Zendaya. What are they talking about? And it's also shenanigans. Oh, yeah, the shenanigans part stuff. Like, that's the part of the movie, which is part of the struggle of Peter being a teenager and the superhero stuff. Also, Quinn is, like, a father figure to Peter as well. Like, he lost how many father figures in his life now? Like, he, lost his actual father, he lost his Uncle Ben we never saw. He lost Tony. He lost 3 father figures. Or his father and 2 other father figures. So you find one, Quentin, he says some really good stuff about, like, being a hero. Or, well, he's lying, actually. But he pulls up a good act. So they fight the fire monster. Put up a good fight. And, like, Peter does get seen by, like, Ned and the other girl, whatever, Ned's girlfriend now, whatever. Well, they call it the spider monkey, or the night spider, whatever it's called. Yeah, oh yeah, I have it right here. Night monkey. And also, like, when they're fighting, like, a drone, Peter shoots, like, a web at it, and a drone pops out of the fire monster, and MJ finds it. So that gives away that this was a lie. Well, after the fire monster, they fight. Peter and Quentin talk about how Peter wants to be a normal kid, and he can't really do it because he has this big responsibility of, like, trying to be like the next Iron Man, which Peter doesn't want to because he doesn't feel like he actually has to be the next Iron Man. And then that's when Peter gets the idea to give the glasses to Quentin. And once Peter leaves, everything else is a hologram, illusions. There are so many more people, but, well, they're Stark employees, former Stark employees, but the reveal of that was epic. I know Mysterio was, like, guided with illusions, tricks, and like, I know a lot of people like him, but I never found him, like, quite that interesting, because the ones that I'm introduced is from the cartoons, and they never really expressed that character really well in the cartoons. You always focus on the Green Goblin in the cartoons. Like, the Green Goblin's great in the cartoon. That's why he, like, the first movie villain for the Spider-Man movie, the first Spider-Man movie, with Tobey Maguire. I think that's why he's, like, that's why he's also, like, the main antagonist, like, the Joker version of, he's the main villain for Spider-Man. That's why he was like that. He's always getting more focus, like the Joker, how he gets more focus for Batman. But they never really tackle any of the other villains that much. Doc Ock is also a very main big villain for Spider-Man, but they never really showed that for the cartoons. I know, like, in the Spectacular one, I just said that earlier, but, like, yeah. For the Spectacular one, like, he had a build-up, but he was never, like, that interesting to me. Like, that ending for Spectacular Spider-Man was really good with Green Goblin. that series is really great. I could get into that as well, but, like, I don't want to right now. But, like, the reveal of that was, like, so great, because I thought he was going to be, like, from another dimension, and then somehow this dimension, some Mysterio is gonna take his suit, whatever. That was a big speculation for that, but he wasn't. He's a master of tricks and illusions, and he's a former Stark employee as well, which people gripe against Stark in all his movies, and even Spider-Man movies. He's creating villains for Peter. Well, I hope they don't do this for Norman when he introduced that character. I hope he just, like, a character that's angry at Peter, not Tony Stark. He's probably going to be angry at Tony Stark. But overall, this was a great reveal. He also created the Barf we saw in Civil War. It was his technology. I forgot his original name for the Barf technology, but, like, oh yeah, when they showed the clip from Iron Man 1 where Obadiah Stane yelling at the guy for, like, not shrinking down the arc reactor, I felt more nostalgic for that scene than the Avengers scene in Endgame. Mainly because I probably watched that movie in the theaters. I have a more connection to it. So I just did my routine to change the battery, but I'm still blown away by what just happened. I still want to talk about it. Like, it's exciting. Like, now I know why people like Mysterio. So, manipulations and trickery and illusions and all that kind of stuff. He also likes Peter, so because he's smart, and he's smart like him. Wasn't it like only the cartoon one was like a special effects guy? So him, I think he's like that in general, like for the comics. That's what I heard. Well, obviously from the adaptations the cartoon, like obviously the cartoons are more faithful all the time. But here, it's like it works in here, so it makes sense. So there goes on more teen romance stuff with Peter and MJ just walk around. Well, finally they're alone together. And then MJ knows that he's Spider-Man because of the webbing of that drone that she found. He also tries to convince her that the Night Monkey, but she's not that easily fooled. And also, like, something sets off the hologram again. And Peter figures out, like, what if Quentin's faking all of this? Tries to go to Fury. So, meanwhile, when Quentin is, like, preparing to be, like, this excellent superhero, one of his tech guys, like, the arc reactor guy, knows that one of them is missing, and Quentin gets, like, really mad about, like, if you lose one, and everyone knows has it's illusion, lying to everyone. He needs to impress the heroes, and thinking that he's a real hero from another dimension. But I would think he would eventually get caught. Like, the Scarlet Witch is very smart, and she can probably see through everything else. With her, like, magic, and Doctor Strange also do the same thing as well. Yeah, I think the magic people will know that he's, like, being a fake. But, like, this, overall, the CGI suit that he has on is, like, a so meta thing, because they always wear CGI suits for things. Like, Iron Man and Hulk wears CGI suits, and War Machine, and Rocket Raccoon, and Groot. What else? There's a lot of people that wear CGI suits. It's very meta, but like, he does like a whole 180, well, not a whole 180 because like he was acting all the time, like him like getting over mad about things now, or very anxious about, or being very stubborn. That's what I'm looking for. Very stubborn about things, because he was obviously acting to be nice to Peter, even though he does kind of like him a little bit. Well, what happened next is like Peter tries to like tell Nick Fury, but then and that also ends up being an illusion, and Quentin just illusionifies everything with it and tricking Peter with his illusions and stuff like that. And that's the part where like this is like a cinematic movie experience, and he's like with the fast-paced trickery, like trying to trick Peter, like trying to like outsmart him, like which was really great to see on a big IMAX screen, and like this is where I get to the like this is a movie experience. It's very fast and it's very quick and like it's very exciting. Like everything. This is like my favorite part of it all. Even though Peter's getting his ass kicked, but like it's very exciting. There's a lot of trickery and like he thinks that Nick Fury showed up again, or the real Nick Fury showed up, and he thought Quentin was dead. But no illusion. Just keeps on tricking him. All gets great. And then Peter gets hit by a train. He didn't want to do it to Peter, but he had to. He had to because the great master of trickery can't be foiled. All make him famous to be a hero. He does break Parker a little bit and like makes him like eerie of people who he actually sees. Is he really seeing these people, or are they illusions? When Happy shows up and like tries to like talk to him and see if he's okay, you have to see if Happy's actually real. There's a certain question that, about Aunt May, whatever, probably, I don't know. He would know, hitting on Aunt May, whatever. Someone that Happy would know, like, nothing like illusions, nothing trickery. Peter tells Happy about what happened, and he has to get the glasses back, so they also make a new suit. Process with some AC/DC songs. Kind of nostalgic, how Iron Man 1. So Quentin's big finale to make him a hero is like the storm cloud and like all the fake elementals, like trying to like combine them to a super elemental. It's also another giant part of the movie, which is like epicness, cinematic experience. Yes. So from all stuff, well, the illusions does remind me of the Spider-Man 4 PS game with the Scorpion level where he like what the Venom, Scorpion's poison. Does remind me of that level. Kind of makes you want to pull out your PS4 controller and play a game. I think it was this part or the part before with the illusions where I was like, this is loud. This is very loud. Loud movie. I can't believe I saw 2 other IMAX movies and never like hear the loudness of it. Even Avengers is supposed to be like very loud, like with the audio and stuff like that, with the booming of the da 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 da. Like, why was that not like? I didn't notice that was loud, and Captain Marvel like shooting laser beams, and like that's supposed to be loud too. Why does it have to be Spider-Man thinking the loudest movie experience I had? Also the greatest experience of the summer. I like that Peter has to fight all the drones and like not like he's just fighting drones, like which is kind of like great, except like this superpowered being or whatever. Like it's actually fine. If you think about it, it's just pretty simple stuff. Well, they do destroy his web shooters, like. This is the second time that happened. Oh, like this is like the third time because like if you think about Spider-Man movies, the Andrew Garfield one, so his web shooters kept on getting destroyed. Like it didn't happen in the last one. Maybe they'll work towards him getting the organic, the one that he had like the one that was in Peter Park, the one in the Tobey Maguire one. Maybe it will happen to him. Like I never understood why did they create web shooters in the first place. Like, why can't you just have it automatically? I guess because of the trick one they can do. I just don't like that. Why can't this be organic from automatically? Well, what we do is like see like a Captain America reference and Thor reference. When he had swinging the mace around. I forgot the B pot of the thing with the classmates, like how MJ had like the drones and one of the other drones were trying to kill his friend. Yeah, just like B plot shenanigans or whatever with Happy. Wait, there's like a reference like when Happy throws like a old shield. Like, how does Cap do this thing? That was pretty funny. Yeah, but like Peter does like go up to the base where Quentin's at, and then this is where like closes his eyes and concentrates and tries to see without seeing it all using his spider sense. The even best part, it just keeps on going. Each scene after scene outdoes the other. This is the best one. Well, actually, the best part is when he's talking to Quentin and then catches his arm, and the real one was right there the whole time. Takes the glasses, shuts down all the drones, and then Quentin is also dying because the drones actually was shooting at Peter. One of the drones was like shooting his bullets, and then it actually ends up hitting Quentin because Peter like pushes it towards him, so he dies, or is he dead? Because like there's like the scene where like a guy and a cat with that looks like Quentin. Is it really, or is it just like they're having fun on set? Who knows, really? I mean, it'd be a waste to get rid of a villain like this. I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal is really good. Maybe he'll return, but he was really good. He was a really good villain of manipulation, of trickery, and and revenge. Yes, of course there is, because like he wanted revenge on Tony Stark, and the only revenge he can do is on Spider-Man, because since Peter inherited the glasses that Tony uses to control everything, and the only revenge he can do is on Peter. Bravo! I kind of want to see him back. I hope one that. And the glasses did check his heart rate. Who really knows? Could that been another illusion? I was like, could it be another illusion? Like, what if we had like a stand-in? Like, well, I think glasses will pick it up. Would they? Who really knows? Maybe he was not looking at like the other illusion. But then but then the drones will shut down. Maybe he is dead, or maybe it's his own drones because he did have his own drones. So, ooh, yeah, it could be his own drones. And also, after all this collateral damage or chaos, MJ goes to see if Peter did it right, and they share a kiss. Awkward teen kiss, which is quite nice. See some dad, like an awkward kiss instead of like this romantic kiss that you always see in movies. I'm gonna say not the Raimi ones, but the Mark Webb ones, were really like that. Yeah, and also kind of funny how Zendaya and Holland are like the same height. They're not like one's like taller, one's like shorter. It's very funny. So if this movie can't get any better, the end credits. The end credits are like Peter and MJ are on a little swinging date, whatever, and then a news report of, oh my god, J.K. Simmons popped up again as J. Jonah Jameson, as like a Alex Jones type newscaster. He was a newscaster like in the cartoons, and also like a newscaster in the Spider-Man PS4 game. So, adapting of that, he reveals that a video of Quentin showing that Peter Parker is Spider-Man and he killed him. Peter Parker is a murderer. Best end credits ever. Also, the end credits shows that Fury was off-world all this time, and it was Talos as opposing to Nick Fury. Good impression, actually. So, Spider-Man Far From Home is the best Spider-Man movie ever. The best cinematic experience. Best way of middle of the year of Marvel movies. Also, the last Marvel movie of the year. Very exciting. Begins solo with Captain Marvel and then strikes up with Avengers Endgame and strikes a little bit down with Far From Home. Obviously, this movie gets a 9.5 out of 10. It's exciting. Spider-Man Far From Home is great. And I hate that people are just complaining about him being Iron Man Jr. Like, he has his stuff, but like he can utilize that in his own way. My battery ran out. But yeah, what did you think of Spider-Man Far From Home? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you thought it was fine? Please leave a comment down below, give me a like, and subscribe for more. I've been everyone, and see you later, moviegoers. Spider-Man. I was actually hoping to play the Spectacular Spider-Man in the intro for this, but they didn't. I wish they would do something like that. They should do it for the third one.